we return to the Blackburn Hotel, where our team of Teen Terrigens are hanging out and taking care of business. What is everyone up to? It's been about a week since the incident in Central Park. What would people be getting up to in that time and sort of leading into this time? We'll go ahead and start with Sovereign.
Um, so how is it going on me confirming that date with Stephen Weird? So how's
Uh,
he feeling?
he
Like, what's
has
going on?
completely blocked you on every avenue that you attempt to get in contact with him.
Oh,
Like he's blocked you on social media, he's stonewalling you in the
oh,
manager to manager. He has cut off contact as best as you can tell. He's actually,
damn.
from what you can tell, he's not actually very present on like social media or anything, just sort of period.
Oh,
Like he hasn't gone completely dark. Like Aetherwave still like has like some presence, like their managers are posting things, but he's not available to you in any sort of conventional means.
dang. That's disappointing because she was like, man, I was 100% serious. Like, I know I really fucked up your debut thing, and that was probably really fucking hard for you. But also, like, I keep my promises. Um,
Yeah, I imagine like the number and variety of DMs that have like gotten to him and then like that then resulted in a block have been very entertaining.
yeah, that's been pretty emotionally devastating, but I did get a single response from Schwarzschild, and I've been like writing that shit for like a week.
Fantastic.
Emotionally, she's just like on cloud nine. She's like, I'm not blocked. He was just ignoring me. That's so much better than I thought it was. Like a crazy person.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's healthy psychology. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what anything else that you've been occupying your time with, or is it just cyber stalking?
Cyber stalking. Let me think. Is there anything with Lauren that I've been I'm still not accepting the Sargento sponsorship. I'm still not doing that, and I am on a sleep strike until they leave me alone about it.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so there's contract negotiations, but mostly hanging behind the scenes with managers and stuff in regards to that.
Yeah.
So you're taking it pretty light, basically,
Mhm.
with the exception of a sleep strike. Which are you actually doing a sleep strike, or is that manufactured in some way?
Um, she is doing a actual sleep strike, but she is not counting those times where she just wildly hallucinates with her eyes open. Some people
Fantastic.
might consider that sleep. She doesn't.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So what is Rant up to in this week or so of downtime?
Yeah, I think Rant's mostly been focused on philosophy. You know, he's been reading various like Terrigen things and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
um, because he's got this idea like he's afraid that Leviathan's gonna kill him now. And he's like, if I actually can spout the nonsense, or spout the terrace, of course, it's not nonsense. He won't kill me. So
Okay, so you're like boning up on the basics
yeah,
of Terrigen philosophy.
right.
Um, are you focusing on are you doing this as a focus thing? Are you like really trying to get into a single archetype, or are you just trying to get a base grounding in like the real shit?
I think a base grounding, and like my goal, like Rant's goal, is probably like, can I figure out where I fit in the Marvel, monster thing? Like he's leaning toward Marvel, but you know, never
Right.
know,
Okay. I mean, that does seem like a natural fit for him.
right?
Okay. Anything more active or social going on with Rant?
He has been poking the bees over at Teen Tomorrow and
Uh-huh.
calling them out, saying, hey, I know you manufactured your whole eruption story thing. So a little bit of that too.
Okay, so
Dogpiling
you're also doing cyber harassment.
Yes.
Gotcha. Love it. What about Fawn? What's Fawn up to?
Fawn has been going into the park. to try to help those animals for the most part, and then probably either I'll make the text that she got, um, that I'll make that happen tonight, because like after she gets it, no matter what time it is, she's basically going to go harass Cassie.
Okay,
Oh
fantastic.
yeah.
Well, so your time in the park is pretty non-eventful. It seems like most of the animals did get rounded up by Project Utopia forces. You did come upon a couple of smaller animals, like a badger. You were able to round up and calm down and sort of get into a place where it can be corralled and picked up. What would you have done with the animal?
Um, she would try to figure out if she could help it first. Um, and if it's not that way, um, she'd probably go to Bounty, I believe
Okay.
is her name, and give the creature to Bounty, and saying, I don't know how to do this, but it's whatever those aether waves did to it.
Why don't you give me a medicine roll to see how
Sure.
you interact with this animal and trying to help it?
And I would like to use, I think I'd like to use my cunning, my mega cunning.
Okay. Your mega cunning will, let's see what does that do mechanically. Don't believe that gives you like direct
It basically gives me heightened senses for everything.
gotcha. Okay, so it gives keen senses.
I also have a skill trick,
Mm-hmm.
diagnostic expert, and a spec in veterinary medicine.
Okay. Well, the skill trick you can absolutely use, but since this is a medicine roll, your actually specialty will not apply. Specialties apply to skills that are different from the one that you have it in.
Okay, gotcha.
But you can absolutely do that. And since you have the key, you have Mega Composure, so you will have an enhancement equal to your Mega Composure dots on it, plus whatever the skill trick gets you. And since this is your first time using your skill trick, it is free. Since once per session, you get your free skill trick. Anytime after that, it will take momentum.
Yeah.
By the way, everyone, we have a momentum pool of 4 right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to see if I was smart and wrote myself out a cheat sheet, and it does not look like they did.
Ruh-roh.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna roll with it. I have 6 dice.
Okay.
Do I get an extra dice from Mega?
You get enhancement equal to your
Okay.
mega dice because of your keen senses.
I have 6 dice. I got 10, 8, 7, 5, 7, 10. So I think my 2 10s explode.
Your 2 10s do explode.
So I'm currently at 5. I'm gonna re-roll these 2. Just one more success, so 6.
One more success. Okay. And what does the diagnostic skill trick do for you?
If I remember correctly, it allows me to diagnose on the spot without a lab.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So you get your hands on this badger and you give it a good look over. You can calm it down pretty easily just with your abilities. But you give it a once over, and as best as you can tell, it's not in anything. It's not in pain. It's not in distress. It's capacity to be an animal and move around in the world is not inhibited at all. It doesn't appear to like it doesn't. It's not. There's nothing quote unquote wrong with it. Obviously, it's had surgery done to it, and it has these mechanical implements in it. You think that it's probably a bit faster, a bit stronger because of these implants, but you can tell that what these implants do, like where they're hooked into this, specifically into the brain, it does allow someone to control them. And you doubt that sensation is pleasant, but just as it is, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, she would take it. She'd get in contact with Bounty.
Mm-hmm.
and basically describe to Bounty what's going on with it and describe the situation that they were in, bringing her up to speed.
Okay. Well, Bounty would let you know that yeah, she would definitely let you know, that's very interesting, it's very distressing. And she can have it picked up and brought to her. She's not in New York right now. She's in South America. But she can definitely have it brought to her
You're
to
not going to kill it, right?
Oh, of course not, my dear. Of course not. We're going to take care of it. We're going to try and see what we can do about removing some of the more deleterious effects.
Her name is Molly.
Molly, the badger, will be absolutely fine.
Okay.
Because I'll have someone come and pick it up. I should be in New York soon, probably end of the month.
Once we get her all detached from those wires and stuff and give her back her free will, I would happily take care of her.
Good to know. We'll see how we'll see how things go after we've dealt with things.
Okay.
All right. So you have that conversation, and then we'll put off you having that text for just a little bit as we move to Aterrados. What would Aterrados be up to in this week of downtime?
Oh, he is researching the mega corporations whose headquarters or offices would be in New York City and collecting fertilizer.
Okay, fantastic.
These two are not related.
Of course they're not.
Boy.
I mean, there are plenty of corporations in New York. I mean, it is it's only 8 years in our future or 7 years in our future, so there's not too terribly much different, other than of course the Nova run or Nova created corporations.
I mean, whichever one fucks up Mexico the most.
Oh
go after
God,
them.
All of them.
That's such a big list.
We're gonna
Yeah.
need more fertilizer.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. I mean, you can definitely yeah, I mean, there's probably like a agricultural corp that is screwing Mexico 6 ways to Sunday.
Yes, specifically.
So yeah, you can definitely take that out. It's palette swapped Monsanto.
Yeah,
We're not saying Monsanto because God forbid the legal drone strike my house.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna see if I can get a job as a nighttime janitor over there, and just start to learn things about the building.
Oh.
You try and get a job at this corporation, and it's very it's real hard because you're famous.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
They're all we can talk sponsorships. But no one wants to give you the keys to the building because you're famous and pretty out as a terror. That's going to be real difficult to get a menial job as a known Nova.
Fine, I'll just watch from afar and start learning
Fantastic.
their shit.
Put the
All right.
terror in Terra.
Gotcha. Love it. And yeah, you can get your hands on some fertilizer. It is kind of it's not easy to get large amounts of fertilizer here in the city. They've had some issues with that sort of thing. And gardens and farm areas are more outside the city, but you can get stuff.
This is I'm willing to I'm looking at Craigslist and stuff and stuff. I will drive or take an Uber to get some more.
This
But
is
yeah,
the third Walmart that's been out of fertilizer.
I
Oh,
know,
God.
right?
Feed my
What
pet.
happened? Oh my God.
Conflicting
Right.
interests.
Okay. Any other activities or plans that you're getting into other than low grade terrorism?
I mean, when I have enough, that building's going down.
Got it. Okay.
Oh boy.
So that's gonna take a bit because they're not. It's not super easy to gather that sort of thing in New York.
It's tough. They made it so. But,
They did make it very much so. But okay, all right. So we'll say that while you're looking for another batch of fertilizer and mixins, Fawn, you get your text message exchange from I believe it was Levon.
Yes. So it It can be. Do we want to have it in the evening?
Yeah, we'll have it in the evening.
Okay. So probably the most noise you've ever heard out of Fawn as she comes running inside from the roof, yelling for Cassie and like banging on Cassie's door.
Cassie opens her door and is just sort of watching news clips of Schwarzschild in the background on repeat. And like as she opens her door, you can see that on her TV. Yes.
Uh oh.
What's up?
You why is that on?
That's the news. What's up?
So
I'll turn it off. And she goes to turn it off. What's up?
So there's like a friend of mine and they want to go for coffee and I said yes, but I feel like it's not just coffee.
Okay, well, let me see the text message. Context is very important. What were you talking about before they talked about coffee?
I don't know if you should.
Oh, well, you can read it to me. It's fine.
So this is awkward.
No, it's fine.
Like
don't be awkward about it.
She points back towards the TVs that are off.
Oh, I was just doing a little bit of research.
But do you like him?
I mean, he's handsome. Have you seen him? Look at him. She turns the TV back on. Hello to that guy.
I know him.
She turns it off. Are you fucking kidding?
No, we were friends before everything happened.
Fawn. Oh, I really am the luckiest girl in the world, huh? Ah.
He asked me to coffee.
Oh, he asked you for coffee? Oh.
Yes.
Shit. Oh.
I mean,
Well, you should go. You should definitely go.
I don't want.
Is it just for you and him? Do you think he'd mind a +1?
I don't know.
Ask. Go on. Do it.
Oh, okay.
Pull out your phone.
Okay.
And she like hovers.
Okay. Fawn will shoot off a text message to Schwarzschild asking if it would be okay to have a +1. Cassie wants to come.
You send off that message, and phones are pretty messengers and phones are pretty active and like advanced nowadays. So when you send the message and you look, and when you look at it, it shows that he is offline.
Oh. Okay. Well, he's not on his phone right now. That's actually not that surprising.
Yeah, he seems like the kind of guy who's like totally disconnected from like stuff like that. He seems like he's like so not superficial. Is that true? Is he not superficial?
He's actually a really great guy.
Tell me more. She grabs her hand, Fawn's hands, and pulls her over and sits her on her bed and stands right in front of her.
Cassie,
and leans in. Tell me about him.
Cassie, you're kind of scaring me.
What do you mean?
Intense right now.
I'm always intense.
How far is Cassie's room to Aterrados' room?
I guess we can establish that now.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and establish that.
Do you want Aterrados' room to be next to mine? Is that cool with you?
Yes, I'd be great for
Aterrados?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The moment that Cassie gets in Fawn's basically space with her intenseness, she kind of like crawls backwards on the bed and yelps for Aterrados.
Wait, don't call him in here.
Aterrados.
Don't listen to her.
He's gonna burst in. with his hair all crazy. What the fuck's happening?
Nothing.
What was that?
Uh,
What was that
Fawn
yell?
scrambles up to her feet on the other side of the bed and goes and hides behind Aterrados.
You're making it look like I was being weird, Fawn.
Were you being weird, Cassie?
I was being
no.
weird.
I wasn't being weird.
Sounds
He
like you're being
was.
weird.
No.
Cassie,
We were just talking about
Mhm.
boys.
Oh, boys. All right. About what with boys?
Boys who look good in nylon.
There
I got asked on a coffee date.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool. When are
Cassie's
you,
getting intense.
when are you
Rant,
going?
you got some your head in some screens, and you're reading up on Terrace and all the various treatises that I'm putting up, and you find yourself getting distracted by like the raised voices and like the back and forth that are going on like a room down from you.
I lean out and what is going on out there?
Hey, come
That's
over
a
here.
date.
Yeah,
Fawn has a
Fawn.
date.
Fawn has a date.
Cassie's
Fawn has
being
a date.
weird. Cassie's being weird.
Ain't-
We're not
Fa-
talking about that right now. We're
Yeah.
talking about your date.
Sovereign,
Fawn
no
has
weirdness.
a date, and Cassie is weird.
I don't. This was a mistake.
No, it wasn't. It's fine.
Who
kind
is
of-
it with?
She burrows her head into the back of Aterrados.
What?
Aw,
What? Who is
so
it with?
cute.
My friend.
Yeah, does his friend have a name?
Go on, tell him.
Schwarzschild.
Wait, who is that?
What?
Ah, it's so
Uh,
good. He's so cute.
Wait, who sent pics?
Oh,
Oh,
this guy.
Lord.
She turns on her TV to the fucking stalker loop that she has set up.
Oh,
This
Right.
guy.
So you are being creepy, but
No, I'm just researching. Look how strong he is. He just picks stuff up. Isn't that
yes.
cool?
Yes, it is cool. Yes.
Yeah,
That is
Aterrados, you
cute.
definitely recognize this guy from the time he threw you across a club.
oh, that you have a. Isn't he like playing for the other team?
We're
He's gay.
still
Is he?
friends.
If he is, just let me know.
Damn it, not again. I
Wait,
can't deal with heartbreak a second time.
you Tara. I don't know if that's wise, right? Like you could be friends. I don't know. It's just
We don't talk work.
this isn't work. This is passion. This is I don't know. This is more than that. This is revolution.
This is real life, not Twitter.
Wait. This is a good opportunity to expose him to Terra slowly and
Mhm.
prove to him, as I've been trying to do on social media, he doesn't respond to any of my DMs, but I'm
Yeah.
trying to like convince everyone over there in the Teen Tomorrow group that if they just open their eyes and be free, it'll be good for everyone. So this is perfect fun, perfect opportunity.
Uh-huh.
But-
Okay, so we're gonna go and try to convince him.
No,
That-
we're not going to do anything.
We're not
We're
gonna do
gonna go
anything.
on a
This is
date.
fun.
I'm really confused now.
Well, who would you rather listen to? Me, another girl who's interested in the exact same boy, or these two?
I mean, I
You're
like boys
interested in
too.
him?
So
Oh,
yeah.
Right. Have you met me?
oh yeah.
What?
It's
Uh,
different. The heart. It has to do with the heart. Okay.
Oh,
Hmm.
you do like him.
I like a lot of people.
But it like okay, look, we're on opposite sides, and it's not just like the very deep political differences and moral differences, right? They support and upright everything we stand against, right?
Like what?
Like
Even members of Project Utopia can be convinced. Look at what's his name? The guy with the green tendrils and stuff. He's
Oh.
all into Terrace and stuff, and yeah, he works for Project Utopia.
I think
Hmm.
that's rare. I think you only change people's minds through violence. I don't think peace
That
is ever.
doesn't work either.
Oh my
Never
god! I can't believe you
genuine.
said that with your mouth.
There
Oh
are
my-
two
you're
layers
so
of
fucking
revolution.
cringe.
there are two layers of evolution. There are the violent ones, and then the peaceful ones that make everything look nicer for people to be like, oh, hey, you seem reasonable in this whole revolution thing.
This
That's
isn't
fair.
about a revolution. He's
This is
my
about a
friend.
boy.
He's been my friend since before I even erupted.
Then ask him why he's with them.
No, it's about coffee.
But we don't talk work.
Don't talk work.
This isn't work. This is
No, that's exactly work.
he's with the same people who manipulated and hurt those animals.
He said he didn't know about that.
That's convenient.
I believe him.
Ignorance does
you-
not make you not guilty.
He loves animals just as much as I do.
Then
If
has
he's
he
your
said
friend,
anything
Go
about
be with
Utopia?
your friend. The great thing is being with friends with people like that. You give the opportunity to then lead them into freedom. So yeah, go and do it. Go hang
Yep.
out.
100%. 100%. I believe in you all the way. Do you want me to drive you? I actually can't drive. I
Don't-
could get
no.
someone to drive you.
I think he'll be okay. Are you sure, Cassie? You seem to like him a whole lot. I could.
Oh.
I guess I could cancel it.
Oh no. Seriously, don't do it because I want to know all about it. I want to know what you guys talk about. I want to know everything. So you've got to go. Please. I'm not mad. I don't get mad over stuff like that.
I'm gonna go back to my room. This is obviously I'm not needed here. This
We're gonna talk about some stuff later, Aterrados, okay?
hey, that's fair.
All
Feel
right,
free.
I'll see you in a minute.
I'll head over
Fawn
to his room.
slowly lets go of Aterrados' sweater.
Aterrados will pat Fauna.
Oh.
Be careful.
I want you to
You're
be
not gonna
happy.
get weird on me, are you?
Huh?
Oh.
What?
Cassie, you're not gonna get weird on me, are you?
Oh, Cassie is.
Oh.
All right, I'm out.
Over boys? No. No, Fawn. Not for you. Boys are boys. You see,
Sounded really creepy.
no, it's not creepy. No. Dick is a renewable resource, Fawn. Never fight with your friends over boys. Period.
I'm what did you just say?
I said, I'll say it slower. Dick is a renewable resource.
We're talking
Don't-
about two very different things. Excuse me, I need to go.
Okay.
Right, Fawn,
Bye.
if he says anything about Liberty
Bye,
Land, just let
bye.
me know.
Bye.
Send him my
Bye.
DM me.
Bye.
Bye.
Right.
Fawn runs back up the stairs and shuts the door to her garden.
Why does she think it's gonna be weird? She turns off the TV that has the fucking newsreels. It's not weird. Is
It's a
it
little
right?
weird. Yeah, it's a little weird.
It's not that weird.
I'm gonna go back and I'm reading, so I'm working. So bye.
Oh.
Be-
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
Huh. I'm starting to feel like people think I'm weird, and I'm responding poorly emotionally to that. Uh-oh. Bad feelings. Oh. I need to talk to Aterrados about all this. Once everyone clears out of her room, she does want to go talk to him.
Okay.
She
Yeah,
knocks on his door. Can I come in?
Yeah. Aterrados is on his bed reading some books.
So, can we have a tiny talk about some of the things you said?
Yeah, which specifically?
Specifically the one where you're like, revolution only comes about with violence. Can
Oh
you
my
please
God.
explain that to me like I'm an idiot, please?
Okay. So the people in power
Okay.
will never change.
Okay.
People aren't good. People are inherently selfish. Individuals are good, sure.
Mhm.
But community, society are selfish. They don't look out for anyone else.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the greatest world countries, right? The
Yeah.
things that they've done to every other country and to its own citizens. Every change that has occurred has had some peaceful protests, sure,
Mhm.
but there has been a lot of violence because no one's going to give up power without a violent reaction.
Mhm.
So yeah, I believe in violence. I believe catch these hands and find out. You know,
Mhm. Do you think that there's any sort of correlation between violence linked with popular like reception? Like
What do you mean?
violence when it's done by a small unpopular group of people is just terrorism, but violence done where everybody approves is, I don't know, a revolution?
Oh, yeah, I mean, what I'm doing is terrorism.
Yeah. Yeah, it
And
is.
I'm okay with that.
You okay with
I
that?
don't need to be the hero in this scenario. I just need people to be okay.
Okay. I think that maybe you should keep that off of Fawn.
I mean,
Listen, if you want to blow shit up, go on. Guys like you are tough. Like, you can get away with stuff like that. Like, go hog wild. I don't want to stop you. But, like, don't drag people who aren't as strong as you into it. Got it?
it's not about strength. I'm not even very strong. I just can take a beating because I'm used to it.
You're strong compared to me.
Barely.
Oh, I'm completely normal.
So am I in terms of strength.
Okay.
Look, my powers rely on getting the shit kicked out of me, and that's about it. Offensively, I'm not that much different than the average person.
Really?
I had some combat training, so I have expertise, but there's nothing in my power set that makes me extraordinary in terms of offense.
That's good to keep in mind, I guess. I didn't know that about you. When you said it, I must not have been paying attention. I apologize.
It's all right. Like I said, I wish I was stronger because then I could do more. Instead, I have to be meticulous and get the shit kicked out of me in order to do anything. So, on behalf of all the third world countries out there, we're kind of tired of having the shit kicked out of us.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot. You're not from here.
No.
See, when you put your argument like that, it's hard to be mean to you. It's probably because I like you.
Well, I am fond of you too, even if you're stalking someone.
Do you want me to stalk you? Would that be good for your self-confidence?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I have a lot of conflicting feelings and such. Like I think I like Fawn, but
Oh, me too.
I will not. I mean, maybe it's the same way as you, but maybe not.
Oh, yeah. No, her ears are super soft. Like,
Oh.
it's amazing. It's the best thing in the world.
You felt her ears.
Yeah, I got to feel your ears. Are you jealous? Are you jealous?
I think so.
Oh, shame.
Why
Well,
is that a shame?
because I've gotten to touch her ears and you haven't.
Well, I mean, I guess that just means you're better to her than I am.
No, I think it's 100% a girl thing.
Hmm.
Girls feel more comfortable with other girls. Skinship or whatever. Hidden lesbians. I'm sure you've heard of it. Maybe you've read a philosophy book about it.
Not most of my stuff lean on political stuff and fertilizer.
She starts to look through his, like, she has a very, like, everywhere she kind of goes, she acts like she owns it. It's something you've probably noticed about her. And so she like pulls books off your shelf and starts to like look through them and like touch them.
Oh, hey, let's not go crazy, okay? These books,
What's all the fertilizer for?
You don't want to know.
Is it for terrorism?
Yes.
My guy.
What?
Be more subtle. Come on.
I mean, I didn't anticipate someone. I mean,
Baby's
okay, I guess I could be more subtle.
Ooh. Gonna set some trash cans on fire too?
I don't know what the purpose of that would be.
I don't know, public disruption. She starts putting them back.
Fawn, you're up on the roof.
Yes.
And what are you doing in the greenhouse?
Trying to forget the conversation I just had.
Okay, so you're just kind of like throwing yourself into work
Yes.
and like potting some
Busy.
plants and just getting your hands dirty, basically.
Absolutely. She is preening away the fungal rot at some of the plants that comes from being around her and is basically cleaning those plants up. And it's, she does it about once a day to make sure, since she spends so much time there, but she's basically going through and doing a very thorough job
Sure.
today.
All right, I need you to make a survival roll for me.
Okay. All right. Pull my sheet back up.
Definitely with one of your mental attributes.
I'm going to definitely do that with my mega composure.
Okay.
Composure.
Well, that
Survival.
would be a social attribute. I'm assuming you mean mega.
I'm sorry. You need an intellect. Oh yeah. Yeah. My mega cunning.
Okay. All right. Well, that'll give you the enhancement from your keen senses. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and make that roll for me, please.
And it's a survival.
It's gonna be a
roll?
survival roll. Yeah.
Okay, I have 3 of that. Excellent. So I'm looking at 6 dice again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 6, 1, 10, 8, 8. So I assume that the 1 cancels the 10.
No, the 1 does not cancel. 1s only matter if you don't roll any successes.
Okay. So I'm currently at 3 successes and I re-roll 1.
Okay.
And roll. 6. Only 3 successes.
Only 3 successes. Okay.
If this is to notice something,
It is.
I do have keen senses, all my senses
Mhm.
and mega scent.
Okay, so it would your keen senses would apply. You would get the enhancement from that. So that would be I believe a total of 4 successes with the enhancement.
Mhm.
Noted. Yeah, as you're working on things, your senses do kind of trigger a little bit. You hear something, like you think you hear something above the greenhouse, but you don't see anything or you don't track anything when you like look around and try and find something, but you're pretty sure you heard something and you smelt something metallic.
Fawn does the thing that everyone does in horror movies when something is different and steps outside her greenhouse.
Okay.
Hello?
You step outside the greenhouse and sort of at the edge of the roof, you see a woman. She just seems to be having like balancing herself on the edge of the building, and she's sort of like shaking herself off, and she looks pretty normal. She looks maybe about 5 years older than you. Red hair, kind of very pragmatic, practical clothing. Like not a lot of fashion behind it, but very, sort of like well-fitting, lots of straps. You see a gun on her hip, completely unconcealed. And she just sort of looks around, like looks to you. She's like, "You're Fawn, right?
Yes.
Cool, cool, cool.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Allison. Allison
don't-
Hughes." She walks up to you and like holds out her hand.
Fawn will reach out and take it. I don't know who you are.
Yeah, I'm not super well known, even amongst our own club here. If you'd like to roll culture to see if you actually like do know who this person is.
Do I even have culture? I got 1 in culture. Yeah.
I believe in you.
I guess that would be with I guess intellect would be recalling.
Yeah, intellect would be probably be the best stat for that.
All right, cool. I got 4 dice and excuse me. 4 dice and I don't have a mega attribute in that.
Nope.
Roll. 1 success. I have an 8.
Allison Hughes, you think you've heard the name, like you've heard it, like you've heard the Count say that name, but you have no context for who she is.
So she'll send us a quick. She'll just like type into her phone real quick to Rant, and goes, "There's a chick on the roof. Her name is Allison. Help."
She sees you. She sees you at your phone. You're like, oh, you're texting your friends, eh?
Yeah, I don't know you.
Like, it's all right. It's all right. It's fine. I mean, I'm a card-carrying member of our little association here. Actually, can we get off this roof? I know you guys
really
have a
shouldn't
pad
stand
here.
on
Rant
the
is
edge.
running up to the
You-
roof.
Yeah, you really should step away from the ledge. Sometimes people look over and they get dizzy.
She hops down. Well, she got off the ledge to come shake your hand. So,
Right.
yeah, Rant, you come up and you see Fawn talking to this woman, a little bit older than you, red hair, very practical clothing, gun on the hip. If you would like to roll culture,
Yes, that's something I have no ability in, actually. So.
Awesome. I picked the
Um,
wrong person.
Intellect, maybe?
Yeah.
Just a straight intellect roll? All right. Yeah. One success.
Yeah, like you've heard the name in passing, but you don't really like you've heard other Terrigen members mention that name, Allison Hughes, but you don't have any context for it other
Right.
than that.
Right. Hello. Welcome. Why are you here? Why do you have a gun? Don't hurt Fawn.
Oh, I have no intention of hurting Fawn or any of you. I'm here to actually talk to a lot of you. Mind if we go downstairs?
Sure. Why not?
She motions for you to lead the way.
Right. Fawn, go first, and then I'll go, and then.
Okay, I'll find the others.
Right.
Fawn kind of does a once more back over her shoulder, but then continues down the stairs, and will inhale because since she knows everyone's scent, and then go straight to Aterrados' door and knock on it.
Yeah, Cass and I are here. What's up?
She just Cassie
I-
flings open the door.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
There's a lady here named Allison Hughes. She's about to come down. She wants to talk to us.
Scott, would I know Allison Hughes?
Give me a culture roll.
Who the fudge monkeys?
Aterrados, you can make that roll as well if you want.
It
to.
would be
No, he-
culture and
he wouldn't know.
intellect, or what? What would
Intellect
that
would
be?
probably be the best for this, although if you want to sell me on another stat, that's fine.
Close combat. I'm about to punch it.
What counts as a success?
7 or above.
2 successes.
Okay. You remember a little bit more because you actually you actually remember having overhearing a conversation the Count was had about this woman Allison Hughes, in terms of like, yes, she's a Terrigen member, like she's actually fairly influential with a very, very small faction of Terrigen, but they are not influential enough to be considered part of the Pantheon, which is sort of the
Ooh.
ruling council of the Terrigen or the leading council of the Terrigen. But she's some like you remember he said like she's someone to pay attention to. She might be a problem.
Okay. Oh, interesting. She's here to see us.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we better watch our backs.
Wait, why?
Should I not have left Rant alone?
Yeah,
Oh,
up
it's
on the roof,
fine.
Rant. Are you going ahead of her, or are you going to try and get behind her?
No, I'm going like right in front of her, but kind of like looking back, constantly like, hey, trying to. Nice, you're this side of the pond, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's it has its charms. Don't you think New York's just trying to be fucking London and failing?
Yeah, everything's trying to be fucking London and failing. Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, I'm more of a Belfast girl myself. Yeah, you got the two of you head down into the common area. She kind of looks around like, oh, swanky, they're throwing some serious cash your way.
Mm-hmm. Hello,
Hi
Miss
there.
Allison. How are
Hello.
you?
Yeah.
Doing well,
You're
doing
even
well.
prettier in person than on like camera.
Oh, well, that's a nice compliment to pay me, but I don't really give a shite about that.
Ah.
Would I can make tea? Would you like me to make tea?
I
That
would
would
go
be
for a
nice.
cuppa, absolutely, please. None of
Okay.
that herbal shit. I want caffeine.
No, we have some good Earl Grey. Would that be okay?
I've got PG tips. We'll make real tea.
This man knows what he's talking about.
Okay, I can do that.
She
Oh.
heads on over to your like kind of conversation pitch couch area and sits down.
Fawn goes into the kitchen and she starts making tea, and
Any
actually knows how to make,
You're so
a really good cuppa. Actually,
She says, so I heard that some of the big mucky mucks were throwing a lot of dosh and juice you guys' way to really kind of grab the youth market, as it were.
spending money in PR is just wise.
Absolutely, it's not a bad idea. I saw that you guys had some fun at that little shindig about a week or so ago. That Utopia fuckerall.
Oh yeah, steampunk is great or something.
All right, whatever. But yeah, no, you guys, good job for the purpose that y'all have been thrown together. Absolutely, doing prime numbers on the gram. I'm sure.
It's one of my best shows I've ever done, actually. Like, there's that song with Leviathan. Like, I just hope he doesn't kill me. But it was amazing.
She lets out a very loud laugh about that. She's like, absolutely, yeah. I haven't spoken with him since I saw that. Don't know what his feelings on it are.
Right. Well, if he says he wants to kill me, just let me know so I can hide.
I'll be sure to pass the message along. So I was kind of wondering, since guys haven't done anything big since that party, I was wondering if you wanted to maybe meet some other folks in the Terrigen, some folks that maybe the Count might not be putting in front of your faces.
Or
Right. Yeah, sure. Right.
It really depends. Want to drop some names first?
Says, I mean, Garen. He's on my little my phone book here. She sort of pats her cell phone. Big muscly man, likes to rip the heads off of mares.
Right. I'm sure Aterrados would like to meet him.
They're not just the sort of people I could get in touch with, but I do have someone I might want to introduce you to you tonight. If you guys don't mind taking a little trip. It's not far.
who?
Fawn comes back in and sets the tea tray down.
Fawn, are you interested in a field trip?
Well, where would we go?
It's not far, actually. I know I'm being a little bit secretive. But he's asked to not really. I think he's got something planned. But I will say this: we're all Tarets. You're as safe with me as you are with County Pooh or Bounty Lady or any of your friends.
Right. Like, that's the thing. We're not really friends with any of them. And I would never say I'm safe with a Count.
I'm
It's not the
friends
feeling
with
I
Bounty.
Speak for yourself.
get. All right.
Regardless, none of me or mine have any interest in harming you.
I'm good with it. Sure.
She drinks the cup and says, "Well done. It's not common to find a Yankee who knows what they're doing around a kettle."
Oh, my mother. She liked tea time.
I mean, it's just civilized, ain't it?
Right.
Yeah.
That's why we keep her around, and she's lovely.
Right. Well then, if y'all don't mind following my lead, we can go and have ourselves a chat with someone who's real interested to share an idea with you lot.
Sure, no problem. Just give us a second. I need to put on different shoes and go tell someone that we're leaving. All right. Bye. One
Sure
sec.
thing.
Before they leave, what is the name of our fifth guy? The
Metal man.
metal man,
Machinist?
Yes.
machinist. Yeah, I don't expect him to open the door because he doesn't often. But like, I want to give it a chance to be like, "Hi, if we don't come back in 5 hours, call the police. We're getting into a white van. They're offering us candy."
You go to his door and there's like no sounds there. Like you knock on it a little bit, there's no response. You don't, either he's being quiet or he's not in.
Hmm. Oh, that's fine. She goes to put on new shoes so it doesn't seem like she was lying, and then comes back down. Okay,
All right. Well, are we ready to go then?
sure.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Do they
Like I
like
said,
plants? I have a succulent. I make them a
absolutely, you
gift.
should bring him a succulent. He'll love
Okay.
it.
Fawn dashes upstairs and picks out a little succulent.
Okay. So she stands up, heads over to your door, and is like, "Follow."
Okay.
All right. Here we
You
go.
go first, Aterrados.
I am. Let's do this.
She walks down the hall, goes to the elevator. She actually pulls out a key card and slides it into like one of like the little slot areas. She puts it in, and she presses the basement button 3 times, and the elevator starts to descend.
I didn't know our elevator did that.
Let's try it.
It's like, well, you got to have the right permissions.
Oh, I see.
So the elevator goes down, and it goes down the goes past the floor, the ground floor, past the basement area, and it keeps going down. Actually, like longer than you would expect it to like go down to a sub level. It goes down for a good like 2-3 minutes longer than you would expect it to.
Whoa.
I really don't like elevators.
You don't?
She just kind of like sidesteps and hides behind Aterrados again.
So
It's all right. It's all right. Nothing to be worried about.
I don't like closed-in spaces.
so cute.
Well, I can't say we're going to the most expansive area, but we should be out of the tight area pretty soon.
Are we going to the Hollow Earth?
She laughs. She's like, "No, sweetie, we're going to the sewers."
The
Ew.
sewers?
Hi.
What's up?
Sewers give me hives.
Well, then I guess you're gonna have to deal with some fucking hives, then, aren't you?
Uh-oh. Damn it.
Right.
Well-
Sewers are where like alligators tend to be, right? And I'm not keen on them.
Does anyone have a tissue, like a handkerchief?
Yeah,
Can I
Here.
use it?
sure.
Thanks.
Here.
Do you have that bottle of water you always have?
In my purse.
Thank you. She'll take the water and the handkerchief, and she'll pour the water on the handkerchief, and then tie it around her face to block the smell of the sewer.
Oh. Yeah.
So eventually, the elevator goes down to what you hope is the bottom level of the shaft, and it opens up, and you are in this New York sewer system. It kind of opens up into like one of a long passageway, and it's not the most pleasant of smelling. You definitely are putting that handkerchief above your nose is a good idea. The rest of you it's not a pleasant smell.
Oh.
Right. So before this, I would have painted you for like Marvel territory, but I'm getting like monster vibes from this whole thing.
She's like, well, girl likes to have her options.
Right.
She's like, now that we're not, in the fucking up and up, she sort of shakes her shoulders and her body transmutes into very jagged but fluid looking metal. She sort of shakes her hair and it like comes out and turns into like wire thin, like razor wire consistency. It's like, oh, that's so much better.
Oh,
Whoa.
cool.
This way.
Nice.
And she's
That's
like,
a good one.
as she sort of like raises maybe like 3 inches off the ground as sort of like this magnetic force picks her up and is propelling her forward.
That's so cool. Oh, I love cool novas.
And she takes you down maybe about a block and a half, you gather, to another doorway in the side of the passage of this long underground passageway. She pulls out another a set of keys and another key card, and there's a little beepy thing on the side of it. And you hear this large locking mechanism, starts to turn, and she eventually like wrenches the door open. She motions you all inside.
You go
Um,
first.
If no one's stepping forward, Fawn will step in.
Yeah. Aterrados, just go ahead again.
Okay. You step in. The smell immediately gets better. Like you actually sort of smell like the smell of disinfectant and cleaning material. Like it's probably pretty constantly cleaned down here. When the door shuts behind you and like you can hear like seals go off, and the smell of the sewers is completely gone when you walk in this, other than like a slight lingering.
Thank God.
Oh, the chemicals. Fawn
Mm.
rubs her nose again and keeps her bandana on.
It's like, and this is it's pretty wide. It's a pretty big room. It has some like computer banks on the side, some couches, like a couple of deep freeze, a couple like fridges and deep freezes, and a large sort of archway that has this beaded curtain covering it. And it's just like,
Classy, the beaded curtain. It's always a sign of class, really.
Indeed. He says, well, why don't you guys make yourself at home? He'll be in here in a few.
Okay.
Okay.
Beers in the fridge, I think there's some leftover shrimp and the like.
Oh, fuck yeah. He's going to go over and grab some shrimp and beer.
There is like one container of cooked shrimp, but it's mostly raw.
Hell yeah. Let's do this.
You're just gonna go ham on that uncooked shrimp, huh?
No.
Oh gosh.
Fawn finds a corner to sit down in.
Beer's fine, yeah, right, but not any of that. What the devil?
You're so gross.
Fawn, yeah, as you guys are settling in and Aterrados is going ham on the shrimp, Fawn, you do hear something from beyond that curtain. Actually, you get a kind of a very complex thing of senses. You hear splashing, and you smell some very natural smelling animal musk smells start to sort of well up from that room.
Then the PCs would see her turn as she sat down in one of the corners. She actually's turned and she's staring at the beaded curtain with her head cocked slightly to the side.
And from that room, the rest of you do sort of begin to hear like the heavy thudding sounds as a large, like 9-foot tall alligator man with like these like fleshed over eyes lurches out and into the main room, and it just sort of snorts and towers over you, and eventually comes right over to Rant and says, show me a whole new world, huh?
Right, yeah. It was
And he starts to lift like this one big clawed hand and just like puts it right on your shoulder. And that's where we'll end it this week. Tune in next time to see where things go from here on Aberrant Atomic Youth. Don't forget to follow the characters on Twitter to see more of the story, and follow Simulacra RPGs for updates on the show and the channel. If you'd like to support the show, you can subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels at Simulacra TV, but the best way is to go to patreon.com/Simulacra Studios and become a patron. A big thanks to our $5 and up patrons. You keep the story going, and we couldn't do it without you. Until next time, remember, your legacy is our future.